Okay, good morning guys. Mike here. It's kind of a cloudy day, but it's really pretty nice and warm. It's like low 70s, and it's really low tides right now. So we're gonna go dip netting for crabs, see if I can get some. Not too much needed for this. The net is really not even necessary. You can just reach into the water with your hand. But I'm going to bring one just so I can get a little deeper. And I got a bucket, some gloves. That yellow thing is my crab gauge. And I've got a pack with, my smokes and place to put my phone, stuff like that. And I'm wearing my thigh waders today just so I can get a little bit deeper than I can with my rubber boots. So we're going to walk down to the beach. Right over here is the access, and then it's down a path and down the stairs, and we'll see what we can find. Okay, we're almost at the bottom of the stairs here down to the beach. It's like 40 steps, but I wanted to point out this eel grass is what we're after. I want to get out there about knees deep in the water and then walk all the way down this way towards the oyster picking grounds that I use and look for crabs on the way and then look for them on the way back. It might be easier if there was a little bit of sun today, but we're gonna give it a try anyway. My limit is 4, red rock or Dungeness, total of 4 though, so we'll see what we can find. Okay guys, I'm 10 minutes into the walk, and this is what we're after. I'm not sure if you can see that very well. This is a red rock crab, and it's way over the minimum legal size, and it's a male, so we're going to keep that guy. This one here is far too small, and it's a female, so we're going to let it go and carry on with the walk. Okay guys, this is what we call a kelp crab here around where I live anyway. I'm not sure what the proper real name is, but you can harvest these if you want. They're not big enough for any kind of substantial amount of meat though, but I wanted to show you this, and if I catch a few other different kinds I'll show you. Okay guys, you can see from the size of my thumb how small this one is. This is a baby Dungeness crab, and it happens to be a female as well. It's way undersized. You can tell the female by the wide abdomen right here. Anyway, I just wanted to show you what a Dungeness looks like. Okay guys, there's another thing to show you. This isn't too big. They get quite a bit bigger than this. But this is a sun star, and you can see it moving. I'm going to throw it back in the water. They eat, oysters and clams and stuff like that. But they've been really suffering here on the coast from some kind of a disease, so let's keep going. Okay, this one's a larger Dungeness, but it's a female, and it's dead, laying on the beach, so I just wanted to show you. Kind of ugly. It looks like a whole big pile of snot, but it's actually a jellyfish I just scooped out of the water. It's laying upside down right now. Of course they're not edible, but well, they're not something we'd normally eat here on the coast in Canada anyway, but back into the water it goes. Typically when you find 2 crabs together, it's a male on top, and this one's definitely harvest size. So we're going to separate them and add them to the other 2 that I have. Okay, this is a pretty typical size for a moon snail. This one, of course, is empty, but they're all over the beach here, hidden under the eelgrass. And there is a harvest season and limit for them. They're closed right now and not really something I'm interested in. I have tried to harvest them in the past to use for bait because they have a huge foot that sticks out right here, like as big as a big steak when they're walking around. But we'll throw this back in the water and let some other creature find a home for it, maybe a small octopus or something. Let's keep going. Okay, we got about an hour invested in this trip so far, and the stairs I came down are just kind of over about here, and I waded in the water about knee deep, or so along here through the eelgrass. Sometimes you find the crabs by seeing them, and other times you kick them with your feet. You can tell when you hit a crab. It's either a crab or an empty clamshell, but anyway, the oyster picking grounds I usually go to are over here, so we're only about halfway, and I got my 4th crab. So I got all 4 red rock crabs. They're a little smaller than Dungeness, but I like the taste of them better. They're sweeter. So we're not going to go any further, guys. I mean, this kind of covers my usual walk for the day. Walking around in the water knee deep is a little harder than, just walking down the boardwalk. So what we're going to do for fun, I guess, on the way back is go up to the tree line and walk the tree line, back to the stairs, and bring these suckers home, and I'll show you how to take care of them. Okay guys, we're back from the beach, had a coffee, relaxed for a couple of minutes, and now we're gonna clean these crabs. Okay, pretty simple process. We got 4 red rock crabs, well over legal size, garden hose, some gloves to protect my knuckles, and a spoon to help me clean out the ugly bits a bit, and a couple of bowls. So let me move the camera over to the tripod here and I'll show you how we clean them. Okay, cleaning these guys is pretty simple. The gloves just protect my knuckles from the curve. Okay, we grab them one on each side, watch your knuckles, and we just hit them on the chin, knock their head right off. Just like that. And this stuff's garbage. Now we can pull the bottom section off and snap them right into It's that fast. And then we just use the spoon to clean out the ugly bits and gills and stuff like that. Okay guys, I finished these guys off in the sink. You can see I have some real nice clean crab halves and a pot of boiling water. So we're just going to drop them in and let them cook for a little while. Salted water. Okay guys, that's about it. You can cool them down, and well, you can eat them hot if you want, or you can just cool them down and then serve them with however you like. What I like to do is throw the cooked crab into a bowl with some ice water and stop the cooking, and then you know, half an hour from now I'll put them in a container and leave them in the fridge till tomorrow. And then what I'll do is I'll go through them all one by one, and I'll pick all the meat out, use nut crackers on the claws and get all the big chunks out, and then I'll separate the claw meat from the body meat, and then I'll freeze it if I need to, or I'll cook fried rice with crab meat. If I can get a chance, I'll maybe show cleaning the crabs and how much meat I actually get out of them. Okay, they cooled down for a while, and now I separate them just because they fit better in the containers this way and then into my fridge. So now they're ready to basically sit overnight or eat tonight or wait till tomorrow and then crack them all open and pick them clean. Okay, it's crab picking day. I snap them all into sections, split the claws, you know, take off the upper part of the arm and pull out one of the pinchers, and then you'll get this feather-like piece that pulls out with the pincher. This is all garbage. Got a bag here to throw all the cracked shells in, a nut cracker, and the fingertips are useless. There's no meat in them worth picking, but they make perfect picks for getting the meat out of the pieces. And I've got the body meat here down at the bottom of the container, so I'm just gonna crack them and pick them and put them in two different piles. One will be big pieces of claw meat, and the other will be body meat. And if I can get some bigger pieces out of some of these, then I'll keep them separate with the claws as well, because they work better for different recipes. And that's it. We're gonna pick away. Okay guys, this is a pretty substantial amount of meat off those 4 crabs. I mean, they're not that big, but you know, it's definitely, you know, worth it. I mean, this is the body meat. It's always kind of shredded or real flaky. This is the stuff that came out of the large claws. And then this stuff is these things here, which are what I call the elbows, or like the upper arms or whatever on the small legs. And this is all, you know, perfect for mixing with fried rice or making crab cakes or, you know, whatever kind of meal you like. But for, you know, for free, you know, walking down on the beach and just picking them up and cooking them, it's a good deal. Have a great day. Mike out.